5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, this is the Earthworm Jim, the HD remake. We already messed up a little bit there, but it was fine. Usually you can get that fridge before you hit the ground. But, yeah, they actually, when they made this game, they built it from the ground up. They didn't just take the original. That darn crow got me. They took the Sega Genesis version of the game, redid everything, added in one extra level. This is Billy the Bin right here. Ooh, still got the early kill on that, that's nice. one of the hints that the game shows you is that there are shortcuts built into this level. You know, how nice of them to do that for us. Those short hops there, get rid of some of the cat demons. Grab a little bit of extra health there. What I did. Alright, now we have Evil the Cat. Here is our first source of RNG. He can fire multiple shots at once, or he can, as you saw right there, fire a shot, and then clean himself, or he can fire a shot, wait a little while, fire another shot. The second phase is just as bad, so I'm going to hope that I get some decent RNG. Not terrible RNG for this first phase. I have seen worse. That's it. Alright, second phase. He's going to come at us from random directions. What I'm hoping for is for him to spawn high enough on the screen that it doesn't take him long to disappear so he can reappear. There's kills where I get him right at the top of the screen. That means he's going to spawn real quick the second time around. I want to see as many of those as possible to speed up this fight. Ooh, he tried to go low on me. Almost got me with it, too. He will not spawn again until he goes off the screen. Last hit. He decided to go low. Alright, another anti-asteroids. So this goes in between every level. And the early races, there's not a whole lot to dodge, so I get pretty bored with them, and I'll start doing a bit of a slalom between everything. Now, in the lower difficulties, you actually put quite a bit of space between you and Sye990. And the original difficulty, not so much. He stays right on your tail. So you mess up, and he's going to take the lead on you. You don't want to do that late in the race, because then you have to fight him. The next couple of levels are, I would say they're my favorite, just because of how well they redid the whole design. And for most people, it's a nightmare because of the ending, the tube race. Oh, I just saved time on that split. That's rather surprising. Yeah, and every time you win the anti-asteroid race, Sye990 yells "Hey" at you. Alright, down the tubes. As you can tell, they did very well when they rebuilt this level. Yeah, and also those cats that skip leg day. Oh, actually, not get in the tube. There we go. Took a bit of a health hit there, but it's fine. Yeah, with these. This is Cornelius the hamster. Don't know if that's his actual name, that's just the name that I gave him. Alright, here's our first instance of the glass submarine. Everybody's favorite thing in these levels. Yeah. The plasma shot can destroy those, so I do not have to wait in the bubble right above. Alright, let's see if we can skip this one. Alright, we did. Let's make sure we grab that plasma. There's one more right here we're gonna skip. Alright. One more air supply. Can we get by it? We did. Notice there's a bit of a delay in the audio. That's on my end. Alright, now we are at the tube race. I would say this is probably where a lot of people ended up rage quitting at the game.
Whoa, Nelly! Oh yeah.
Because if you don't know, you'll think that this is the only spot to get air. And of course, you know, it stops at 99 seconds. Which you may think is not enough. They did hide another air supply, but it's behind a fake wall. Oh, well, that was bad. That's even worse. Alright, we're fine though. So I have plenty of time. Yeah, I didn't know about the extra air supply either until I accidentally got bopped into it. Ooh, this is actually going kind of bad. Taking a few more hits than I'd like. Yeah, right over here is where the extra air supply is. So if you were running low, you would just go behind that wall, and there it was. Okay, we still managed to do that fairly well. Oh yeah, we don't have to open this gate, we just need to shoot through it. There's the underwater levels.
Groovy.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, groovy.
And again, another anti-asteroids. But it's what comes after... what comes after this that is the bane of my existence. Ends all of my runs because of the pure RNG that is this boss fight. I'm going to try to watch it as close as I can. If it looks like it's going to be too bad, I can take an intentional death. And that does help reset some of the RNG to make the fight a little more manageable, but it's still a pain. Alright.
Groovy.
This right here.
Uh-oh.
This fight against Major Mucus is just pure RNG. You can do that little number right there, where he spins and attacks you. And you can do it as many times as he wants. The first run wasn't terrible. I'll take it. Not a bad second round either. I'm actually okay with this right now. Now, your bungee does not heal. So, you have to manage your hits throughout the entire 3 rounds. Yeah, luckily he can't stun lock you. This 3rd round's being horrible. And he hit me to a point where I couldn't take a death real easily. But I should be able to just go ahead and finish this out. Of course it's gonna spin. Okay. We got lucky. I think I had 1, maybe 2 hits left.
Groovy.
And surprisingly, we didn't lose a lot of time on that.
Yeah, groovy.
That second round really helped. Yeah, as you notice, there have been more and more asteroids that are popping up in these races. It becomes a little more difficult to just casually move around. I'll have to start watching where everything is. Most of the time I can stay to one side or the other and dodge a lot of it. Ooh, that was close. Could have used a barrier right there. Those are the only things that I've been picking up throughout all these barriers. Because if I use them, I don't have to worry about taking a hit. Oh yeah, and then anything but easy difficulty, anytime you take a hit from one of these asteroids, it depletes your actual health. So you can die during the race part. Alright. Another race down. And now we'll move on to Doc Monkey for a Head Lab. That is the actual name for him in the game, is Dr. Monkey for a Head. Alright. We got that. We'll take that intentional death. It's actually a couple seconds faster to take the death there than run instead of running all the way back.
Oh yeah.
And now we have our, I guess you'd call this an auto-scroller part. Hasn't been a way found yet to skip this. Actually, while this is going on right here, let's see if I can't fix that delay. So that's going to go off for just a moment, but it'll come right back.
Yippee!
That should fix that delay.
Yippee! Yippee!
And seems like it. So.
Yippee!
Yep. Alright, we're good.
Doggy!
One more spot of amoebas, I guess is what they are. Being shot at me. And they move the fastest in an original difficulty. In easy, they move so slow.
Oh yeah.
Alright, another skip coming up here. We're gonna hop onto this and skip part of this little platform section. Alright. Second part of the level. Again, we'll be losing the suit. Because apparently Jim can't walk by a fan without getting caught in it. We want to get to the suit as quickly as possible.
Oh yeah.
We move faster when we're in the suit. And when we're just as the worm, it's faster to hop around than it is to, well, wiggle around. Because if you just try to move here normally, as you can tell, you don't make any progress. Alright, we caught that hook. One more scary hook to catch. Caught it. My health is a little low, but it's fine. Yeah, we're fine here. And that's why they hide stuff behind these pillars. And I caught that. And here's Doc Monkey for a head. He's throwing vials at us now. We have no idea what's in those vials. I don't really want to know. Alright, I will take that plasma.
Oh yeah.
Just wait here so we don't get electrocuted. Now we have the boss, Robot Chicken. Are you gonna... You're not gonna walk all the way to me. And that's how we take care of the first half.
Uh-oh.
Second half, I want to try to catch him when he's still got his back to me. Because normally that'll give me a second shot at him. Just like that. It's kind of low, though. It's too low to get a shot at him. Not a horrible fight. Definitely not the worst.
Groovy. Yeah, groovy.
Oh. Missed the split, so I'm going to wait until I finish this, and I'll just skip to the next one. The run's going pretty good so far. Haven't had anything real major happen. No terrible RNG. No accidental deaths. Only one. Intentional. that could all change here. This next level, which used to be one of the more calm levels, I've turned into a bit of a tense level, so I'll need to concentrate on it a bit more than I would any other level. And I'll explain that as the level goes on. So I do apologize if I fall off from time to time. Anybody who's ever played for Pete's sake, or gotten to the level in the game, knows how worrisome it can be.
Groovy.
Yes. The whip level. Normally you would just let Pete walk through here, but if you constantly whip him, he moves faster. One other thing that I found out in my testing is if he falls off while there's a meteorite shower going on, it cancels out the meteorite shower. So there will be times where I'll want him to fall off. Other than that, I'm going to be keeping him airborne. I'll have another meteorite shower right here. I'm watching my health and a little lower than where I normally am. I will be taking it easy during the meteorite showers. So I'll go ahead and take the time to grab those. Oh, well, that was bad. Not a terribly punishing spot to lose Pete. Yeah, if you whip Pete high enough, he will make it over that hook, and you do not have to wait the amount of time that it takes to have the hook bring him over to where he's supposed to be. Ooh, that was almost bad.
Thank you for following. You are now officially rolling deep,
Yeah,
my
I
son,
really
with the
need for
RP
there to be no audio
motherfucking
delay
G.
at this point. I have to be able to hear Pete when I hit him with the whip. Okay, I barely caught him on that platform. A little ahead of him, so we're gonna let him fall. Alright, here's the next meteor shower. Ooh. That was almost bad, but we managed to save it, so we're good. Okay. I let Pete land there, because I want to have a good setup to get over that hook. And now we are done with this level, which actually went quite better than what it did in practice earlier.
Groovy. Yeah, groovy.
Alright, more asteroids.
Groovy.
Also, as this goes on, the amount of barriers and the amount of boosters you get are lowered. So the game's basically saying don't screw up. The next level, if you've never played the Sega version of the game, you won't know about if you played the Super Nintendo. The reason being is it was only in the Sega Genesis port of the game, for the fact that the files were more compressed on the Genesis, so they had a bit more room. So they made a deal with the developers and got them to add a small level in place of having the more compressed files. And that level is Intestinal Distress.
Groovy.
I've got full health, but we're going to take it a little cautiously. Let that one go.
Ouch.
Still managed to get a hit there. Yeah, one of those wheels does 13% on the original difficulty.
Thank you for following. You are now officially rolling deep, my son, with the RP motherfucking G.
Oh, okay, this is bad. Hesitate right there. There we go. That second wheel has murdered me more times than I care to count. Okay. I didn't get my jump off in time. What a shame. The first unintentional death. And it has to be late in the game. But luckily this is a small level. Give it a second. There it is. There we go. Now we got the safe strike on. Want to make sure that I take those out. Alright, I actually got the hook that time. A couple times in practice I missed that first hook. I'm glad that I was able to get it. Right, one last enemy hidden here. And then we come up to the boss, which is named Doc Duodenum. Uh-oh. As you can tell, it is an organ. I mean, they had to keep in theme with the level. Should be it right. Yep. So we lost a bit of time there.
Groovy.
We actually lost over a minute of time there.
Yeah, groovy.
Might be a short level, but it's still punishing to die on it. This is the last asteroid race. One thing I should point out about the difference between this and the original games for Sega and Super Nintendo is the helicopter mechanic. On Sega and SNES, you had to mash the jump button to make Jim helicopter his head. In this version, you just have to hold the jump button, which is very nice. I mention that now because the next level, the first half of it, is a fall down. It's a vertical section that you have to use the helicopter mechanic for. Except I delay using the helicopter. I do a bit of a free fall first.
Groovy.
That little bit of a free fall is a little scary at times, depending on how close I get to the spikes. And it's done. Alright, health is looking good. Let's grab a couple of those. Go ahead and take that one out since we have the extra plasma shots, as well as that one. We're gonna do a small clip right here. A little damage boost. Save us a little time.
Oh yeah.
One more plasma shot there. Get rid of that bug nest. Those guys will snap you in half if they get a hold of you.
Oh yeah.
I messed up on the jump, so I had to wait. That's one of the reasons why I like having the extra plasma, just in case that jump messes up. And then time is coming up with time. Wow, that was actually really good.
Groovy.
And now for the ending here. You know, we're gonna get our reward, right? You know, we saved the princess. Yeah, there's the cow that we launched at the beginning of the game. So Jim walks off all broken-hearted. Easy mode doesn't show any of this. It goes through the credits like normal, and then at the end, it describes all the different species of worms. But in the original difficulty, we get to see the cow crush the princess. Then, of course, they fall off into the lava and Jim steals the crown at the end. But that is Earthworm Jim, the HD remake. Let's see. I appreciate you guys, let me showcase this game. Doesn't get a lot of love. Definitely deserves more than what it gets. Who is up next? After me.
Next is 8.
8 with the Lion King.
The Lion King. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the run.
Oh, alright. Thank you all for letting me run this. It's been a fun labor of love for me to grind this game down as far as I have. So, alright, if that's it, then I'll just hop off of here and
Alright.